Good morning, y'all. How are you? Oh, I'm fine. Thank you for asking. Thank you. It's very kind of you. We are heading into Gettysburg today. I did not sleep well. I fell asleep fine, probably around 10:30 on the couch, and then I woke up around 2:30, and I could not fall asleep. I went into the bedroom, lay down in bed. Uh, I had a little heartburn, so I couldn't lay down. And then I was also just wired, and I was thinking about all these things that are on my mind, and not enough time, all that stuff, just normal worrying. And I, uh, I was like, okay, I can't. I'm just tossing and turning here. I can't sleep. So I'm going to go back out and sit in the recliner. So maybe I could sleep in the recliner, so I'm not laying down, and could ease the heartburn. And I couldn't fall asleep, so I continued reading this book I'm reading about the Comanches. Very interesting. It's called Comanches. I forget the name of the author, but I can look it up for you if you're interested. Um, and yeah, read that for a couple hours, and then at like 5, I'm like, well, let me go try to get at least an hour's sleep. So I went back in, laid down, and finally fell asleep. Then got up at 7. Very groggy today. Very groggy today. But we must do what we must do, ladies and gentlemen. And do what we must, and we will. So we're going into work. BKW, good to see you. I haven't seen you in a while. Good morning to you. Babber, howdy. Ken, good morning. Tori, good morning. Tori, lovely AI-generated photos of the boys from the commercial. Very good. They loved it. Phil, good morning, and Wonder Monkey, good morning to you as well. Someone, I forget who, but someone had left a comment on a video yesterday asking me to do a driving video this morning, which is why I'm doing the driving video this morning, even though I'm a little groggy and I don't really know what I'm going to talk about. I never do, so we'll see. Maybe you guys can steer the conversation today. That would be good. Do that. You guys steer, and I'll push the accelerator. How's that? It's obviously, as you can see, a nice sunny day here. It is 47 degrees. Not terrible. Is the baking company gonna let me go in? Yes, I asked them that day, and they said that's fine. I went in the next day, but I didn't have time. I was right up to the gun because, listen to this. We're not doing AG today, so I would save this story for AG today. Okay, so there's internet in the office, in the building that the studio is in. Okay, we need the internet for the security system. There's a whole big network there. It's a series of offices, so there's internet there. So when we have commercial internet or business, whatever the fuck they call it, and but I'm using video. I've got to upload video, transmit video. That is taxing on the system. And the security system is all linked in through the internet, and so that's sending data constantly. So I'm competing with all those cameras, and so I said, you know what? I'm going to get one of those home internet devices through T-Mobile. I already use one at home. It's cheaper than stupid internet through, a wire. The cable company, that's what I meant to say. So anyway, I don't know, it's probably a year ago, Yeah, I think it was a year ago. I went in to the T-Mobile store. I said, I want to get another one of these things. And somehow they thought it would be better if I started a separate account. For simplicity's sake, we'll call it the business account. And because it only handled the business account, right? But the other internets, because we have two internets at home, one for everybody and one for me and my little office space to use. And so the business pays for both, right? And the phone. Okay. So business has one thing on it. Personal has phone and the other thing on it. Got it? Okay. I think it was towards the end of October, I went to my bank and I said, I want new bank cards. And this is something I do annually as a security measure, but also just to see what it is that I've signed myself up for. And then I can decide if I really need it or if I can save the money. So I lost my train of thought. Oh yeah, so I forgot that I had two accounts because they come out of the same bank account, right? And clearly I don't look at my bank account close enough to see two separate payments to one thing. Anyway, long story short, although it's not a long story short because there's no way to shorten the story, I get an email from a second email address that we use for addressing Gettysburg, and it says you're in danger. Your account is in danger of termination or closing or cancellation, whatever word they use there. And I'm like, what? So I sign in to my account via the internet, and I'm like, I don't understand. My payment isn't due until the 28th and everything is up to date because I have it on auto pay using my checking account number so that things like this wouldn't happen. So now I'm getting confused. So I call T-Mobile. I spent an hour on the phone with this girl, and I must admit that there was a language barrier. Though she spoke English, it wasn't clearly her first language. And so, and I don't have the cell phone techie talk vocabulary to properly explain what went on. And frankly, I didn't remember what went on. I didn't remember that I made two accounts because why would I? But the salesman must have made a good argument at that point. I don't know. Anyway, so when she finally understands what it is that I, have with the problem is, she's like, okay, very good, Mr. Matthew, and blah, 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 blah. Okay, everything should be taken care of now. Would you like me to make a payment now? There's a $10 convenience fee. And I said, well, actually, I'm just getting in my car. I have to go to a meeting, and I'm already running a little late. I don't have time to stop because I have to read account numbers to you. I don't have the, I got to drive. I can't be doing that. I'll go online tomorrow and pay it. This is what I said to her. I'll go online tomorrow and I'll pay it. Okay. So tomorrow comes. I go online to pay. Now this is Saturday, 10 or so in the morning. I go online to pay it. And I can't find it. So I'm like, all right, it's not there with the account I already have. So let me make a new account with this other email address that they send me the emails to. I go to do that. It asks for a phone number. Put the phone number in. It says this phone number is already associated with an account. Would you like to consolidate the two accounts under this one email address? So I said, sure. I go in and now I can see business account, personal account. Great. click on the business account, and it says we do not have access to this account. Jesus, Harold Christmas, I yell. And I go, forget it. I'm not calling them again and going through that bullshit. I'm going into the store. They'll be able to figure it out. So about 10:45, I get to the T-Mobile store. And I get out of there at 3 o'clock with the instructions. Okay, so it took them a while to figure it out. I had to go back to the studio, and I had to go to the device at the studio and get numbers off the back of that device so that they could make sure it's the right account that we're closing down. Because what they said was, okay, first they couldn't find the other account. And I go, I'm literally trying to pay you. Like, I'm not trying to make a payment arrangement. I'm trying to pay you in full because I didn't intend to miss that payment. So, like, this is the hardest bill I've ever had to pay in my life. So, all right? So, okay, great, wonderful. That's what you want to do. We don't understand why we can't find this either. Okay, well, somehow, I don't remember how, eventually they find it. So that's when I have to go to the studio and get numbers off the device, go to the studio. Now, okay, great, we got everything figured out. Here's the payment. They make the payment, and then they say, now you have to go and call T-Mobile and cancel the account. And I was like, you can't do that right here? And they go, well, we can, but we're going to have to end up calling them anyway, so you might as well do it. I was like, okay, fine, I understand. So I go out in the parking lot, I dial the number. It's 3 o'clock. 6:02. 6:02. Sorry, 5:02. I finally hang up the phone. I go in, the automated thing's like, what do you want me to help you with? And I'm like, I want to cancel an account. Okay, we'll get you to, whatever. Well, because my phone number is on my personal account and everything, and the computer system hasn't yet registered the change that we made or whatever, I don't even know. I go to someone in customer care for a personal account. Okay, so I tell them what happened, and they're like, oh, you need business. Hold on while I transfer you. No! Another 15 minutes on hold. Finally, I get a business representative. I tell them again what happened. And by the way, this story is so long and convoluted, and this is now maybe the 4th or 5th time I've had to tell it, because even when I was at the store, the first guy was like, I don't know. He asked the other guy, and then I had to explain it to the other guy, and he's like, I don't know. And then they're like, let's get the manager, and now I have to explain it to him, and and then okay, whatever. So now I go, I'm talking to the business account lady. And I explain it to her. At least she speaks American English and there's no language barrier. And I'm like, okay, great. We can communicate with all of the shorthand that we use and the colloquialisms and everything. Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. So, and then she's like, I got to transfer you. I'm like, oh God, no. And so then I get somebody with a heavy accent who's got somebody sitting in the cubicle next to him with another heavy accent, yelling at the top of his lungs, ma'am, we will help you, whatever. So now, and my hearing is shot, and then I've had fluid in my ears all weekend, so it's very difficult for me to hear things, and it's also kind of painful over certain decibels. And so this is now officially torture, okay? So this guy now tells me, okay, well, I can't cancel your account because I'm in oh no, I'm sorry. The business guy's like, okay, you want to cancel the account? I have to send you to a different department. I'm like, oh my effing God. So I go to another department, I get another accented person. This person tells me that he's actually in customer retention. I go, no, I'm not. I can't be retained. I don't want to be retained. We switched the device over to my other account. You're still going to get my money. It's just coming out of one account now. And he goes, okay, great, I understand. And I said, I just need to cancel. He goes, I get it, okay. So he goes through click on the keyboard. And then he goes, okay, sir, we've successfully canceled the account. I'm going to send you a shipping label to return the device with, and you can use it up until December 17th. And I said, I don't want it until December 17th. I'm getting another one. And I go, so I'm essentially going to pay double. I don't want to do that. I already have another one coming. It'll be here in days. I'm going to return this stupid thing on Monday. And he's like, well, I can't cancel it now because, you've already paid.